Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently observing as the Ospranian work on their expansion over here. We also just met these guys. Okay. They're additional marauders. That's okay. We're going to keep an eye on these guys. We're not expecting that they manage to push through the mixer for sure. And the Pangalactic League have formed a federation. Okay, who is the Pangalactic League here? That's the Allied Interlinked Systems over there. That's the Alliance of Sovereign Nations. Okay, now we're going to need... Oh, I think it's these guys over here. The consumer products that formed it, I think. I'm not 100% on that, but that is my current going theory. We're going to have to form our own federation, of course, and that is definitely something that we are interested in doing. We don't actually need to do anything here other than get some housing. There we go. Fantastic. So we are in the process of forming our federation, and we'll be ready to do that in about 70 months. Wait, no. We have that right now. These guys are not willing to do that, right? Right, we're 15 reasons off right now. Okay, that's fine. So that's faction influence gain. That's completely fine. Flat admin cap and administrative parks. That's interesting. We're going to grab that. That's only 6 months as well, so that's really not too bad. Fantastic. So with that underway, we are going to need to get more star bases soon. And we'll think about how we want to do that. For now, though, we're going to need to get everyone into the into the Ethiopian healthcare system. So that is perfect. Let's go ahead and grab... Sapient Combat AI is dangerous. But we could do that. What could possibly go wrong? Excellent. These guys want to establish an embassy, and we accept. Fantastic. So that will be fantastic. I believe I just said that it will be fantastic, didn't I? Okay. Well, yeah, that's it's going to be exciting. This industrial world here, it requires a job and a housing. And both of those would be solved with a city district. Fantastic. So the League, down over here. How close are we at this point to forming a federation with them?
Construction.
Still 15 reasons away. We are bumping up our relations with them pretty dramatically. So that is great. We're going to continue working on that for a bit.
Complete.
We're building defense platforms over in the Rebellion Vortex.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that is our L-gate structure there, so that is important. Our other side of our L-gate structure, of course, that's also important. So we're going to get working on Command Center here.
Construction complete.
That's a lot of construction completes. But we're going to build additional Command Centers, and that will be just fine. And we're also going to, in the Terminal Egress Station, begin building Farpoint-class defense platforms.
Achieved.
We'll queue up a few of those. Fantastic. Admin parks. Okay, starbase cap +2. We're going to take that for sure. That's very important to us. And we're going to get started exploring this natural wormhole. We're going to see where that's going, and we can go ahead and activate the Surveyor. +5 alloys to Tau Arl... I was going to say 6 again, but ooh. Okay, that we're going to deal with in a moment. So we're going to check to see if we've got... Where would those alloys be? Maybe already grabbed? I didn't actually look at where they were. Oh, they're in terminal egress. Okay, we're going to head up there and grab that. Okay. An extremely powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the Imperator system. Where is this? Okay. That's quite a long ways away from us, but we have encountered them, apparently. It does not appear to be hostile and may not even be fully aware of conventional spacecraft, but its mere presence in Imperator is causing massive subspace disturbances in the entire system. These disturbances are localized around the entity itself and should disappear when it leaves the system. While it does not acknowledge hails, the entity is continuously emitting a complex pattern of tachyon pulses, which appears to be a form of language. If our translation software is correct, it's saying, over and over, Vlur seeks, Vlur finds. This will interfere with ship systems. And I believe I saw that. I was going to say episode of Star Trek, but that was a film. That was, pretty much Star Trek the motion picture there. Okay. Not the finest of films, but we'll take it. I guess that'll be fine. The industrial world here requires a job of the Ethiopian variety. We're just going to give it a planetary capital for right now. That'll be just fine. Excellent. So everything appears to be going reasonably well. We do want to get this Federation made as soon as we can. We're down to minus 11 reasons now.
Incoming transmission.
Yes, actually, we do want a defensive pact with these guys. We're going to not do a non-aggression pact with these guys at this time.
Incoming transmission.
Boy, people really want to do non-aggression pacts with us. We're probably looking a little bit threatening right now. Okay, so this wormhole connects to the Rantor system inside the Miravandia Consortium. Okay. It's good to know. It's not the most important thing I've ever seen, if I'm honest. We are going to begin work on upgrading our starport here, though. That will be quite necessary. This becomes a defensive platform. Where in the system is the wormhole? All the way out here. Okay, well, that's what FTL inhibitors are for. Excellent.
Incoming transmission.
Yes, we want a migration treaty with these lads. We do not necessarily want a non-aggression pact with these guys, but we want these guys to be as happy as possible. And no, we don't want to demand their vassalization. We want to form a federation with them. We're at only minus 7 right now. We're bumping up. Ooh, that was another one. Minus 6.
Together in a federation.
Another federation. The Pangalactic Prosperity Entente. Okay, well, once we get our federation formed, we're going to do some internal work on that. It's going to be a while before we start getting aggressive, and we'll probably have the endgame crisis happen before them, if I'm honest. So we've got a long road ahead of us here. We do need a job on this refinery world, and I think a fantastic job would be an industrial district here. That'll go fine. This mining world requires a job. It does have bonus minerals from jobs, so we'll go ahead and put in a mining district. I was thinking about putting an agriculture district in there. Okay, we'll do an industrial district there for additional consumer goods. That will be fine. We do have need of additional food, so we'll do that. Okay.
Construction complete.
That was the VMOS starbase. We don't exactly care about that. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Kettling Star Pack, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Indeed, it does. Okay. Are you guys ready to form a federation yet? Ooh. Yes? If we throw a favor at them.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
And we do have a favor, so that's great. And we're not going to name it random name. We are, in fact, going to name it the Ethiopian Healthcare System. Perfect. And do we want this to be a galactic union? They wouldn't accept a martial alliance, obviously. That said, there's also hegemony, which obviously they wouldn't be too into that. Trade League we can't do, research cooperative we can't do. So this is going to be a galactic union. Let's do it.
This federation will make us stronger.
Let history record that on this day, the governments of the Ethiopian Empire and the Talakur League, who by the way have always been quite close, signed a treaty of federation. As founding members of the Ethiopian healthcare system, they will now face the future as firm allies. This new galactic union will serve as a shining example, oh my, to the rest of the galaxy of all that can be accomplished by working together. A new era of interstellar diplomacy has begun. Great day. The Ethiopian Empire has been chosen as the new president of the Ethiopian healthcare system. You don't say. Okay, so the Federation system, this is not exactly new. Let's actually do some research here first. Gas cannons will be fine. So, this is not exactly new news. The Federation DLC has been out for a while, but I haven't made a series with the Federation yet. So let's take a look at this interface. So, the way this works is we want to level up to level 5, ultimately. Our Federation requires XP in order to do that. You'll see here, we're currently losing XP because we have negative 35 cohesion right now. So we're gaining minus 3.5 XP every month. Now we can assign an envoy here, and we are indeed going to do exactly that. Both of these that we're working with the Talakur League, they're now going to be moved over, and we're also going to move Anya here on over. So that brings our cohesion up a bit, plus 1.35 monthly. We're still going to be losing XP for a bit. That's to be expected. We're not going to want to expand just yet. And yeah, there's some ethics things going on here. We're like, now they're egalitarian and we're authoritarian. That has a substantial negative impact on cohesion. So we probably want to work on changing their ethics. And I believe that that is something that we can do with espionage. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's a way that we can do that in here. Maybe not. Regardless, I'm pretty sure that there's a way to work on their ethics over time. And that's pretty much the reason right now why we have this cohesion issue. Because the Talakur League, they're Federation builders, which is part of the reason why they were interested in doing this. But they kind of have bad ethics for us. That's okay. These are our laws here. This works a lot like in Crusader Kings. You just want to work your way on down. Now, the Talakur League is opposing changing our succession term. And that's okay. They have a stronger economy than we do, but our vote weight is currently set to equal, so we need them to agree, and we can definitely do that. We can buy favors from them and extort them with those and things like that. It'll be fine. We don't currently have a Federation fleet, but that will be something that we'll get eventually. So our monthly cohesion is going to move its way up here, but you can see here that we are currently losing 0.65 per month because of our ethics. There's also the rotation succession type that is losing some, and we are on, yeah, just rotation. In fact, we should move to random for right now. The Talakur League would vote for this. And so we'll do that just to not have that malice. Because it's random and there's only 2 of us, it should be exactly the same as rotation. And that should remove that monthly cohesion malice. Let's see here. Yes. Much better. Much, much better. Now you can see here, our monthly cohesion impact is coming up, but we're still losing XP. Now we can't go below 0, I don't think. So that's completely fine for right now. We don't have a Federation fleet just yet, but once we have fleet contribution and are working our way up here, that'll be just fine. Okay, so we'll continue working on that for the time being. And we're just going to make it our goal to bring everyone into our healthcare system.
Complete.
And that is wonderful. We're going to need to work on developing our healthcare system a wee bit before we can really do that. We're also going to get a gun battery, missile battery, and target uplink computer here. There we go.
Construction complete.
Wonderful. Now, the terminal egress station, it does need additional defense platforms queued up. And so we shall. Fantastic. Well, there's our Federation founded, and that is absolutely amazing. We're really happy about that. They have pirates. They're doing something about it. Good. They have additional pirates over here. Screaming demons. Okay. Well, that's not really any of our business. They're in the healthcare system, so we're happy with them. For now, anyway. Now, they're probably going to take over the healthcare system at some point. We're probably not going to get this worked up enough, but that's okay. You can see here, we're only losing 2.75 XP per month now because our cohesion is bringing this on up, or our cohesion is rising, rather. So I do want to think about these guys over here, and I really thought that it was something in the espionage here. Actually, we're going to move Rupert Evans Jr. over here. Their encryption is challenging relative to our code breaking, but that's okay. Let's see. Prepare sleeper cells. That's fine. Extort favors. I really did think that there was something in the espionage that would allow us to work on their ethics. But maybe just them being in a federation with us? Maybe. Oh, that's new. You can select a target empire to see the relative power. That's cool. I do like that. I didn't notice that before. Okay, so this guy's working on the infiltration over here. These guys want a commercial pact with us. We would get more than they would, so we're actually going to accept that. I would like to adjust these guys' ethics, if at all possible. They're behind us in technology now. Ooh, +7 energy credits. Always nice. Where is that located? I really should look at that before I click through it. It looks like it's already being grabbed unless I'm blind, which is very possible. I could very easily be blind here. It's hard to say. Okay, anything to do up here? Yes, we need a job for an Ethiopian on a forge world. Planetary capital it is. Fantastic. That'll do. Excellent. I really did think there was a way in the espionage system to do that. If successful, cease activity, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, that's just for hiding, essentially. And this is because their encryption is challenging relative to our code breaking. Our code breaking, not great. I can't remember if that's technologies. Or if that's something specific that we have to do in espionage system. I found it previously, but I don't remember. Perhaps it would be in our government, but I kind of doubt it. It's just our demographics and our advisor there. In fact, we should probably be based on government, right? Yeah, it's still militarist. That's fine. Okay. Anything more to do on these worlds? Yes, actually. Earth requires a job, and that's easy enough. We'll create an administrative park. That'll help our empire sprawl, which will, of course, help us get further and further ahead in technology. Which will be absolutely great. So we're not really doing too much with the Ethiopian healthcare system just yet, but we have turned around our cohesion now. On this next month tick, we will start to gain experience. Look at that, plus 0.02 XP. Fantastic. What is this research agreement? Yes, we actually get more from that than we lose. We do need a society researcher, and so let's, I guess, grab this one. It's not great, but it'll do. Okay. This Forge World requires a job. Easy enough. We'll just go for an industrial district. That'll be fine. And this industrial world requires a job. Once again, an industrial district. Excellent. So everyone who is not in the Ethiopian healthcare system is currently in violation of the Ethiopian healthcare policy of everyone is in the Ethiopian healthcare system, and we will start enforcing that policy soon enough. We're not really ready for it just yet. We're also we're losing interest in the galactic community. It's not as relevant to us anymore. We're turning more insular here. Hey, look at that. We've got an XP. Right there. Wonderful.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
And our cohesion is going to continue to build up, and that will be great. There's our sapient combat AI. This won't cause any problems at all, I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely positive. We're going to grab 0-point reactors, and we're going to go in and upgrade our corvettes with that super dangerous sentient AI. This should be, yeah, swarms for the Megacampaign class. Oh, I wanted to check. Do we have any other upgrades? Not really right now. Okay, so we're just going to run Picket Sapient Combat Computers. Again, what could possibly go wrong with Sapient Combat Computers? The ship does not have enough power, and indeed it does not. Burners is probably going to use too much, isn't it? We could do just an improved reactor booster, and I guess that's fine for the Ashoka-class cruiser. For the battleship, we're of course going to do artillery combat computers. There we go. And we'll get all these upgraded on over. Again, what could possibly go wrong here? I don't think there's anything that could go wrong. Seems fine. We're going to grab maximized productivity. That will be very handy for us. We're definitely not currently creating the endgame crisis.
Our ships have been made superior.
There's no way of that. Yeah, we don't really care about the Senate at this point. We're building XP in our Federation. We're at 6 of 1200. We are gaining 2.85 cohesion impact per month at this point. That's great.
Ships have been made superior.
The unfortunate thing, of course, is that these guys have some opposing ethics to us. That is very, very unfortunate, but it's fine. It's completely fine. These guys are in an unknown federation. Everyone around us, I think, is already pretty much in a federation, except the Mictor. I don't think we even can invite the Mictor. No. No, we cannot. And we can't invite these guys either, even though that would be hilarious if we could. They seem to have stalled out over here, and I'm not surprised by that, given the amount of strength that they actually had. The Synthoid, these guys over here, they are not a member of a federation, but they probably would not want to. Minus 2150. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. These guys are a very long ways away. They would actually join. But the Talakur League would vote no, and that's fine. They can do that. For right now, our primary focus is simply on building our XP. That's all there is to it. Now, we don't care about that anymore. The Haran destroyers have made peace with the Hadadeshi United Systems. That's nice for them, I suppose. But we don't exactly care. Right now, we are completely insular and not really doing anything of note. Other than becoming strong, we did form our Federation, but the Federation is not in the state we'd want it to be, shall we say. We want to move all of these over completely to the right. Every single one of them. Including the succession type, I think. Yeah, probably. And the succession term, and there isn't... Okay, I'm not seeing the succession challenge type, but that might pop up once we get the challenge. We are going to have to move up our centralization, of course. The Talakur League isn't very into it, but they'll get there. If nothing else, we will buy their votes. And that will be fantastic. I think for now, the Empire trade value is very important to us for that buying of the vote. Wonderful. It is time, however, to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue shaping our Federation. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. We're really close to this, actually.